Hi guys, and finally welcome back to another video. As you can see, I'm holding a package right now because I'm gonna open this later. But first, I want to thank everybody who's watching this video and just watching my channel and supporting it. I really appreciate it. I'm excited for what God has in store for my channel and just everything. So now I am going to open my gift. My friend Megan got me something and I want to know what it is, obviously, and you guys probably want to know what it is. So I guess I got this package like 2 days ago and my family was like, oops, we forgot to give this to you. So I'm going to open it now and we will see what it is. Oh my goodness. Let's see. It's very cool. I don't know where it's from. I love that the packaging is pink though. That's my favorite color. Oh my gosh, what did she get me? I'm scared. What did my friend get me? This is so cute. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna wear it right now. This is so cute. It says baby angel. I love it. I love it. I'm definitely gonna wear this. Thank you so much, Megan. I love it. It's very, 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 very cute. And I love it because it's my favorite color. I am starting to have a collection of pink stuff in my closet and I don't know how I feel about it. I love it, but my gosh, I need to pick different colors too. But I love this. I love this so much. Thank you, Megan, so much for this sweater. I love it. I'm literally gonna probably put it on and wear it right now. Well, actually, no, because it's kind of hot today. But when it gets cold, I will wear it. So, thank you so much. And yeah, I love it. This is so cool. And if you want to know where she got the sweater, it's called Royal Coven. So, that's very, very, very cool. Good morning. We are on the next day, literally, the next day. Trying to figure out what we're going to do today. It's just been a catch up talking. I kind of actually wanted to talk about how I'm feeling about being in a long distance relationship and maybe some tips. I've only been in a long distance relationship since November, so these all can change, but what I've realized, what I'm noticing, just things that help me, and everybody's relationship is different, by the way, so I'm not saying like this is what you need to do, but there are certain things you have to do when you're in a long distance relationship. So I think I'm gonna have you guys get ready with me because obviously I need to get ready. I'm in my pajamas still. Today we are going to wear some boring black leggings and then we are wearing my little cute sweater. I honestly wore this last night when we left the house because I was like, I'll just throw something comfy. And since I am just going to, I'm literally just gonna be on my computer doing homework and talking to you guys, I just thought I'll wear something comfy since I'm not doing anything today. So let's talk about long distance relationships. Like I said, me and Josh have been doing long distance since November. So what happened was obviously we had to discuss it once I bought a plane ticket to move out here. And our discussion literally went that I had to ask him like, do you plan on breaking up with me? And he was like, no. And he was like, do you plan on leaving me? And I said no. And so we came to the consensus of, we are going to be in a long distance relationship because we both love each other very much to the point where we understood. What I think is one of the most important things is figuring out what your end goal is in your guys' relationship. Do you guys plan on getting married? Because that's our end goal, is we want to get married one day, obviously on God's timing, but we want to get married. And so that's our intention, is to marry one another. Feel that if you are in a long distance relationship, you guys have to talk about your, like I said, your end goals. You also have to talk about how much you guys are going to communicate. Have a plan at least. I mean, obviously it's not gonna be perfect you're gonna have to figure out the plan like during the time. Me and Josh were planning on just FaceTiming each other and making sure like at least it's like once a week or something, but we literally talk on the phone every single day. And you would think that would be good enough, but a FaceTime is different than a phone call, because it just feels more like a face-to-face interaction. Another tip I want to say is that you guys have to communicate this to one another. I know it's a hard conversation to have of like, you're in one place, you're in another, but I also should mention, before you even think about having a long distance or being in a long distance relationship with your person, you need to make sure that you have these two things. And that is, well, for me, I believe that having God in the center of your relationship is important, but I mean these other two things, which are pretty vital in your relationship, is communication and trust. Being in a long distance relationship, you have to communicate a lot. There is no hanging out with them, yes, through FaceTime and for Zoom and for all those things God blessed us with, but you also need to learn how to communicate and talk to one another, and you're going to be doing a lot of that, a lot of communicating, talking, explaining, you know, especially because things can get pretty tense sometimes, especially being away from the person. Like, you just start missing them and it's really hard, and then also like you want to spend time with them, but then they're hanging out with their friends, or vice versa, they want to hang out with you and you're out with your friends, and it's just a lot. So you need to communicate, when are we going to talk, or communicate, hey, I'm going to go out with so and so today, but I'll talk to you later, and like I'll tell you what time. And trust is a big deal, because if you don't trust that person, you are going to freak out. Me and Josh, I'm very lucky to have Josh, to the point where like I trust him, and honestly I don't stress out about what he's doing when we're not talking. It does not bother me at all. By the way, if I'm blinking, it's because I'm trying to do makeup with a mirror. But yeah, no, we have very good communication skills. I do not, and we trust each other like 110%. Like I don't know, we both just tell each other what we're doing. We're like gonna go with this friend or do that or whatever. So I don't know, so it's not stressful. But if you have been cheated on, or if by the significant other, or you feel like this person's gonna cheat and you're considering even thinking about doing a long distance relationship, if you can't trust him when you're with him, then what makes you think that when you go, or her, what makes you think when you're gonna go in another state that they're gonna be faithful? So I don't know, I just think you need to know that you need to have trust or communication. If you don't have those two, then I don't want to tell people what to do or what to say, but my advice is that I would not try and do that. So another thing that me and Josh do, or something I learned from a long distance relationship, is actually creating dates via FaceTime. So I think those are very important things to create, like a date, because not that you get bored talking on the phone with that person, but it makes it feel more like, oh, okay, we're actually doing dates via FaceTime. And if you're wondering what me and Josh do, we do Hulu Watch Party, and that basically is it's only on the computer, I mean on the laptops. You can only use your laptop. Me and Josh both have laptops, so we do Watch Party, and what it is not all the movies or shows can have it, but some can. It just has like that little icon, and you click on it, and like if one of you has to click on it, and then you get a link, and then you just email it to the other person, and you get to watch a movie. I bet there's like other apps too, but this has been like the only one, because me and Josh have tried doing movie nights before, and oh my gosh, it has been the worst. If you have any suggestions of movie nights, comment down below, because your girl is, oh my gosh, we just couldn't handle it. Making these little dates is super important and super cool. I was even thinking of doing like a little paint date with Josh, because he can paint something and I can paint something and we'll just talk on the phone. I think it's just a way to still have dates with your partner and be able to interact and talk to them, and you know, and you're not just on the phone talking. Not saying that like that isn't enough, because I love doing that with Josh and I think, you know, we love talking to our significant others, but I think this would be a good way to have that date experience without, even though you guys are like at a distance away. Another thing that Josh and I do together is we do pray together. So if you didn't know, I'm a Christian, and me and Josh met at church. Like I said, if you want to know how we met, I will put a link in the video down below. Oh, so me and Josh, we will pray together at night. Of course, sometimes like I get sleepy and I'll tell Josh good night, and then I'll just pray on my own, or we'll pray by ourselves. But one of my favorite things to do, and if you are in a godly centered relationship, if you're, you know, with your man's or woman, pray together before you guys go to sleep. I feel like it brings you guys closer, and it's very important to have God at the center of the relationship. I think that is how me and Josh are thriving in our relationship, to be honest. You guys need to know, 1, your intentions. 2 is you need to be able to communicate and trust. I honestly feel like that should have been the number 1. The communication and trust should be number 1. 2 is the intention part. Because if you guys don't know where this relationship is going, then I feel like it's gonna fall apart. And what's the reason that you two are staying together? If the goal isn't to get married and eventually have a future together, then what is the point? You know, if one of you has that intention and the other one doesn't, I don't think it's gonna work out. Sad to say, I don't mean to be harsh, but I'm just saying like that you both have to have the same goal in mind. And also to create fun little dates, even though you guys are at a distance. I think it's very important to do that. Especially because it's hard not having the person around, so you have to just come up with these creative dates and things to do. And I also wanted to say, yes, and the 5th one, which for me and Josh is our number 1, is having God in the center of our relationship. I think that is very vital, very important, and yeah, that is my advice for you guys. And that is the end of today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed getting ready with me. I know I didn't show you guys me doing my hair, but that's because like I had nothing else to say about talking about long distance relationships. But I did also want to mention that you guys have to be considerate of your guys' schedules and to plan ahead of time when you guys are going to meet or talk on FaceTime, via FaceTime. And I think it is fun to have surprises, but sometimes it's hard because that other person could be busy and you don't know. So I think it's just very important to just know that you guys have schedules and things going on, and to inform each other. Yeah. But yes, I will see you guys in the next video. It will be a faith related video talking about when God called you to move. I'm super excited about it because it just talks about when God is calling you to action, to go and do something, and you just have to do it, and the fact of being obedient to the Lord and going after what He's calling you to. So I hope I see you guys in that video, and until then, have a blessed and great day, night, whatever time you are watching this. Bye.